We're
Well, it always
live.
happens. Oh, we're
We're
live.
live. The big question of the day is BB?
And his son Nair has disappeared too.
Well, one wife and son are in Florida.
Sarah, his wife Sarah, and his oldest son, I think. But yeah, his son Nair is a podcaster and constantly on Twitter, and he hasn't posted since March 8th on Twitter. Unless he did this morning or something that I didn't see.
I didn't see anything. I looked this morning before we came on. That's our first start off the day question, Scott, is where's BB? You ask and we comply.
What deck wants that nastiness?
I don't know. I'm going to put it on my regular deck that I can clean up from anything.
Do we have a joint chief of staff, Pegasus?
We have a disjointed something running Washington.
According to reports, no one, General Kane didn't want to do this Iran thing, but Felon 45 overturned him and said, do it. Okay.
Nobody has to put anything about BBN anymore. We've got up enough. We've got two people who've asked that question. We started our show off with we're live. Oh dear, Scott.
Debbie says, I don't believe he's dead. Okay. Tell me the energy of the unit.
Okay. Guess what I started off with?
Don't say the death card.
Death card in my deck. And then but he's really sitting in the garden. He's just sitting in a comfortable place where he's enjoying it. Then I got two no cards, and there's things going on behind the lines. He's running because people in his own government were threatening him, and he's running fast. Got the 8 of Wands on his tail. I don't think he's dead, but I think there's a lot of people who want him to be. Other than us. I don't wish anyone dead.
The death card came up in my reading, too.
Well, guys, you heard it here first.
Okay. I started out in the past, the 4 of Wands, the Hangman, and 8 of Wands. So I think that Hangman in between means
maybe
people aren't really happy with him. So this card says, Hangman says, your life hangs in the balance. So I think there's a lot of people unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
The current situation, how this is affecting the world. 10 of Swords and Knight of Cups. I think it's because it's affecting the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
Other leaders are very upset.
Yes, we have to comment in here. Many of his advisors were killed.
So now it comes moving forward here. And it could relate to maybe he was injured or something with that 10 of Swords, but then I get death.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a new beginning too, but getting death when we're asking about, 9 of Wands, betrayals, and then the Ace of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of Cups is...
I think he has a reason to stay hidden. I think other than every Arab wants him dead, but his own people want him dead.
My outcome cards is the 8 of Coins. It's being seriously injured. Queen of Wands can be, and Queen of Swords feels like female doctors. 5 of Coins is very ill. So I would say he's very ill, or maybe was struck with some kind of shrapnel or something.
Well, I'm going to ask if he's wounded. He's hiding because he's wounded.
Because 5 of coins is not good health, and 8 of coins is injured, working on a body. So last I knew, his presidential plane flying to Germany.
We have U.S. military hospitals there, and there's nobody allowing pictures to be taken because they don't want to see how many soldiers are wounded.
And that Bibi has 2 sons. One's in Israel, and he hasn't posted he's a podcaster. He hasn't been online for a week.
This was my answer about, is he ill? I got he's building defenses for himself and he's trying to solve a problem. Now here comes the answer of, is he ill? No, he's on the run. That's the I'm out of here card. That's the 8 of Cups. I'm going because it's people. This is what my instincts are telling me. It's people on his own side that want him gone, and he's trying to get away with some of his money.
Well, he's wanted in every country for international crime, so how can he just run away?
He's trying.
No, I don't see him in spirit, but I think he's ill or injured or something. Because he feels secluded. Liz read that Bibi was injured March 2nd, flown to Germany, and gone allegedly March 11th.
This is Bibi maybe in Hungary. I don't think so because, and it's Hungary. There's an A in there just so you don't get it confused with dinner in the country. But he's the vice chancellor of Hungary got out and made some incredible statement yesterday that shocked everybody, that said, we're not part of this. Okay, let's move on from Bibi's.
Beth asks, is he in Germany? I'll just grab a couple cards.
Okay.
Germany. I think so. Protection, military protection, and 5 of swords would be conflicted, not good health too, but yeah, I got my Empress card, being protected. So feels like German hospital or something. Bibi's hiding in Mar-a-Lago. How far is Hungary from Germany?
They share a border.
Yeah, that's probably the only place he'd be safe.
He's moving somewhere. Got 2 knights in this, and then it says he's not sure. And the one thing is, this is a wanting to move on card, but you can't. So it may be that he is injured. That I got a yes, no on being injured and being in a hospital. So, okay. Now that we've not buried, or maybe not buried, another world leader, Scott.
Well, they happen in threes. If Bibi's gone, then Putin and Felon 45 can come back.
Yeah, well, this is a week for it. We have the new moon right before the.
And it's the Ides of March. And it's the Ides of March today. So.
Oh, that's true. Not a good day to be a Roman. General Rudd from the NSA, will he increase surveillance tracking on Americans? Apparently believes this necessary, or will he be challenged and stopped?
I think they're already doing it. The Palantir being in everything.
Well, they want to increase surveillance, but they may want to increase surveillance on you, but it's just if you're like out leaving an obvious trail. But the people that fight in that world don't leave obvious trails. I live with someone who works in the world of keeping people out of our computers and out of our stuff. And mostly, recently, she's been locking up doors that businesses left open because it was cheaper than putting in real security. So her argument, she's in her mid-30s. Her argument is with guys this age, this red guy, because they don't know what they're asking him to do. I'm going to ask if he's going to be challenged and stopped.
I think they're trying to do it secretly right now. But I think it'll be court challenges.
Yeah, I'm going to be, I got that they're going to be stopped. This is ultimately people working in the dark, trying to make plans against us. They think they can see it all and run us from our end, and they're going to find out it doesn't work quite that way. There's been things put up in his way that have stopped him from moving forward with that. He's trying to build this wall, but I asked if he was going to be challenged and stopped, and I got yes. They're trying to bring a lot of grief on people, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's what I think too here. Magician, Justice card, Knight of Cups being stopped there. But the current situation is like some kind of military or military grade spying the moon. They think they can do it with the Empress. So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I like this one. I can answer this one from a point of view. The head of the FCC threatened to remove broadcast licenses of news organizations that don't report the war favorably. That's fine if all we were back with, we had 3 channels and then the few UHF channels that were around when I was a child. They can't do that. And the 3 major channels, well, CBS has their little minder running the store, Barry, but you can't just stop stations that you don't like what they said. Trust me, I worked in public broadcasting when Nixon was president, and he tried to do it, and he couldn't do it. And now that Congress is getting more vocal, I don't think they'll be able to do it. I think they're going to stand up to him.
Yeah, so on the bottom, I get the death card, so there won't be anything. But yeah, I just get the government, Page of Wands, just bullshit talking. The government wants to authoritarily just BS their way through stuff. It's idle threats. Then I get like judges would overturn the truth, and what we can do is what we can do with First Amendment and all that. So yeah, it's just threats.
Okay, here's a nice message from up north. Good morning from Ottawa. Another crazy week of weather, continuing weird war, and fewer functioning brains and true cells from the great leader. Calming breathing is now an imperative. And that's true. I don't think there's a question in there. I think we all agree. What the heck are the Joint Chiefs of Staff thinking? I can make this a quick one. We can ask, are the Joint Chiefs of Staff thinking?
I heard some reporting when the intelligence briefing about Iran and doing this conflict, Helen 45 fell asleep. So he didn't know what the heck was going on. His handlers, Bibi in the Kremlin, told him to do it. Probably Saudi told him to do it too. So let's see what the Joint Chiefs said.
It says they were given an offer they didn't think they could refuse. They felt trapped and they just kind of went along to go along. Their judgment was reversed. I can't imagine why we would think that way. It says Hold on till the weather gets a little bit warmer, and then things are going to shift because the hangman looked at enough of this and stopped it. They weren't thinking Pegasus. What'd you get, Scott?
Well, I get they didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There was no positive. So I get my Empress again, my Empress star, and then the Chariot, and then walking away.
Mm-hmm.
So this can be like intelligence. The Chariot be like taking action of doing it, but they recommended walking away with the 8 of Cups. And then I get moving forward. I get Felon 45 with the King of Coins, Page of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. He wanted to do it. He just said, I don't care, do it. This is what I want to do. Outcome is kind of weird, but I get my Hierophant, a government authority, Knight of Cups, some kind of militaristic proposal, and then wishes fulfilled with 9 of Cups. So this feels like these are good cards, but it feels like someone else told 45 to do it. This is what I want you to do to fulfill our wishes. And we can see that Russia's sanctions on oil were dropped to not make money again, letting oil flow. So there's a wish fulfilled. But all it did was just create chaos all throughout the area. There's like what, 17 countries or something involved getting hit or protecting themselves.
Yeah, and Dubai's all upset. And in Dubai, they'll arrest you if you take pictures of the drones that are bombing their city or going over their city, because they don't want people to know that it's in an unsafe neighborhood.
I think I heard the Welpy are wanting to get out of there.
They better hurry because the jet fuel's getting used up and there's no more coming. Okay.
The great lifestyle and free taxes ain't worth it, what I was reading.
What the heck are the Joint Chiefs of Staff thinking?
We just did that.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. When will American people find out how much taxpayer funds 45 has stolen? When he's out of office?
Good Lord. I didn't even know if we can get an accurate total.
No, I don't think there is one.
It's so rampant that who's that comptroller guy? OMB.
The one they keep trying to get rid of?
No, he's been kind of quiet, but he was part of Project 2025.
Oh, okay. It's not the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy that controls the money and where it flows. He should be in prison for allowing all this.
Is this true, Scott? Were many of Bibi's top advisors killed?
This is the rumor that kind of like the Ayatollah's attack, where many people are involved. So it is rumored that Bibi and a couple of his advisors and maybe his son were hit with a missile. That's the rumor.
Okay. Will the Dems win California governor election? I'm worried that there are too many Dems running. Kay, darling, they're running in a primary. So they're all going to be running.
Yeah, and the top two go to the end, no matter who it is.
Right. And it's going to be the top two. What'll happen is they do rank. I did a show on how rank.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Russell Vogt. That's the guy.
Okay.
Russell Vogt. But we did California election, and we got overwhelmingly it's going to be Swalwell.
Yeah, if you want to see an interesting show, Sean's doing a show on all the congressional seats that could flip. And because of the way it got gerrymandered, because of some changes in the people's voting patterns in California, they may not have a Republican congressman at all.
That's crazy.
I know.
I can't believe what's her name? Who's the lady, that whiteboard lady running for governor? Katie Porter.
Yeah, Katie Porter.
Just can't believe she gave up her House seat for her big dreams, and it's crumbling. She should have stayed where she was at. She was what? 2 years?
She was in there 4 years. I think she was in 4.
Well, I meant 2 terms.
Yeah, 2 terms.
That's a little early to start thinking big.
Well, and they say Swalwell's in a lot of trouble because the word on the street in California is he hasn't lived there for a long time because he's been in D.C. so long.
What's a guy to do?
Yeah, I mean, that's where his work was, guys. Where do you want him to be? But
he's got a house there, I guess, though.
Yeah, he's got a house in California. He's got one in, his kids are in school in California, I think.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous talking about that.
Okay. You want to read if a Dem's going to win the California governor election? It's way off. And they have their primary state.
Yeah, we can throw it again. We did that a month or 2 ago.
I just got a yes. I got kind of like, why the hell are you asking me this question? No, things are not ideal when they're all after each other, but it's going to move swiftly. I think it's going to be a male. I think a male's going to beat Katie Porter for the nomination.
I get a male Democrat, someone who speaks out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be Eric.
Yeah, it would be Eric. That could be Eric. There's some other ones that are pretty loud down there, too. When will the TSA shutdown end? Is the TSA shut down? I kept hearing it being threatened.
Nope. Everything in DHS is shut down.
Oh, well then. I would say if everything's shut down, it's going to be soon.
The Dems brought a bill to the floor to fund everything except ICE. And the Republicans rejected it. Because the Democrats are holding fast on ICE needing to remove their masks, judicial warrants, and body camera. Republicans won't go for it.
Of course not. They can't beat up and kill people if they're not masked and all that stuff.
Daniel says DHS has been shut down for 30 plus days.
That must make going to the airport all kinds of fun, and then you don't know if they're going to have real fuel for the planes. It's kind of fun.
TSA. A lot of heartbreak going on right now. Oh, it's not telling me when. Just saying within the government, DHS, there's a lot of heartbreak and sadness. People not getting paid. People not.
Yeah, all I got. A bunch of people fighting. So,
moving forward, I get stress and burdens. There's proposals out there, and then in the 7 of coins is kind of like working on it, trying to come to agreement. Outcome, I get a female leadership, 4 wands working together, but then I get the Knight of Swords. So that's Knight of Swords is still conflicts. Bottom, I do get agreement with the Knight of Coins, but that's a slow moving.
Bottom of my deck was the Emperor. When they get their act together and they act like they're a unified group. So.
So
It's not gonna happen tomorrow.
it feels like it could be 3 to 4 weeks yet, at least.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, you get 5-hour wait times in the TSA.
Right. And meanwhile, BB isn't dead. There's another person put there. Dan, the artist painter, said BB's not dead.
Well, I want proof of life.
Yeah. Let's drag his sad ass out, even if it's wrapped in bandages. Good Sunday to all the children of the cosmos, one day at a time, always looking forward. Mercy, grace to all of us. Thank you, Nanette.
You know, you'd think his son, Yair, who's constantly on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
would debunk these claims or something if he ain't gone. The guy posts like 10 times a day, and he hasn't posted in a week. So that's really strange.
Yes. Will Christy Nome and Corey get a pardon? They have to get charged with something first.
Oh, he can preempt pardons.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, before he's on his way. No, he won't.
Because Corey already.
Corey's already gotten a pardon, hasn't he, for something he did last
I don't
time?
remember. But he was quoted in an article saying that someone told a reporter that he didn't care what he did because he knew he was going to get a pardon if he needed it.
Mm-hmm. That's something that can change. Where's Shady?
Shady. Oh, Vance?
Mm-hmm.
He was speaking the other day.
Okay.
He was at some, I don't remember where, but yeah, he was doing some kind of rally somewhere. But generally, yeah, he's been kind of quiet at times.
Okay.
In his speech, he said he let it slip that you can blame Trump for the high gas prices.
Oh, good.
He probably meant to say Biden, but he let it slip about him.
Yeah, Biden for sure did it by getting the Gulf of Hormuz closed. I'm sure. Will the Trump family flee? Is there any place they can go? Actually, no, because the theory was they'd go to the Middle East, and maybe they'd go to Saudi Arabia. But even that might be too much for MBS.
Let's see, but I've always thought, yeah, they would think of something, but they're too high profile. No one could hold them and protect them. They'd be like an outcast in the world community if anyone would do it. But
well, MBS doesn't care much about that. But anyway, we're getting.
Well, MBS is pissed off at them right now.
Yeah, well,
because the war came to them.
That's right.
Trump family fleeing.
Let me see. I'm asking if there's a place for them to go.
I think there always has been a plan in case it hits a fan. I think there's money stashed somewhere to help out. So the Queen of Cups is my United States card. Then I get 10 of coins, and then I get the Chariot. So, yeah, there may be a plan or whatever, just in case. That's in the past. Currently, I got the 5 of Swords. So that's betrayals and conflicts, which means to me, there's nowhere to go. Heavy burdens, and then the Queen of Coins. Their resources. So, like, their resources could be tapped or something at some point, but with these together, it's like, I don't think they have too many stresses and burden conflicts of being able to hide anywhere. outcome is like my Two of Swords, like there's danger ahead. We don't know which way to turn. King of Swords, judicial authority, some authoritarian, and then magician. So it seems like they think they can do it with the magician, but I don't think they're able to.
No, I got a big fat no.
If they did, they'd be going through dark times.
No, not dark enough. What I got is no, they're trying to figure out a way to flee. This is fleeing to a safer place. There is no safer place because they've been intemperate. Where they had to go doesn't have it. There's not enough money in the world to buy you in if you're as hot as those guys are. They got the Nine of Cups reversed. These are all no's. There's nothing they could wish for, but they are feverishly working on where do we go.
Supposedly Jared's over in the Middle East asking for more money right now for his fund. He's been asking for five more $5 billion. I can't believe people are thinking about that.
I don't know.
But he's supposedly getting the shut down.
Okay. Somebody says that it was reported in the morning news that Bibi was on a propaganda campaign and it was by Iran, and he's still there. Not that I want it, but he's alive. So I don't know. I mean, when I looked him up this morning, it was kind of like, where in the world is Bibi Netanyahu? Oh, thank you, Daniel Martin.
If there's anything, he needs to show himself.
That's right.
And so does his son. A podcaster doesn't just disappear.
No. Well, several we would like to send that suggestion into the universe, but unfortunately it doesn't happen.
I threw again. I still get he's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I get severe health and broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's in good shape.
Barbara Mason chimes in with, she gets that he's in Mar-a-Lago. Will the Strait of Hormuz be Trump's Waterloo?
It isn't going good.
Yeah, it's not going good.
Last I heard, Iran is letting their ships through.
Yeah, and they let in two things from India or Pakistan. They let two of those ships go through. I saw a brilliant suggestion on YouTube, and they said, if this cabinet's so sure that Trump's so right about everything, why don't they all get on a ship, go through the Strait of Hormuz to show everybody how he's really running things so well?
I get severe heartbreak, loss of funds, unprepared military action. It feels like there's some bad legal authority here, possibly war crimes kind of stuff. And then I get outcome, it's a definite change.
Mm-hmm.
With the Wheel of Fortune. His fortunes are going to turn the other way. And his prosperity is going to be upside down.
Well, that's already happening. Go buy any gas pump.
Yep. So yeah, not a good idea.
Okay, here's a really important one. Will the World Cup be delayed or canceled? I'll let you handle it, Scott, because it's a sports question.
It's supposed to be this summer, soccer around the States. Are any ICE going to detain all the A foreign soccer players coming?
I don't know. The what was it? The Iranian team that was in women's team that was in Australia got um, asylum.
Seeing that. I always felt there's problems with this, but it felt like the Olympics in 28 would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get he's already creating a tower moment. So is the drastic change in hardships currently created by him, and many teams and countries sending are already evaluating what to do. We know it's a chaos situation. The path taken to come with the page of coins. Then I get the sun, and then some more bad karma. And this is coming up a lot today. This card broken down.
Right.
The Three of Swords extenuated. Heartbreak. So it feels like coming here isn't a good thing because people and teams want calmer times, and it's not here.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't looking good.
Okay.
Right now it feels like some teams won't come. It's an event, or they're, hold more in Canada or something, in Mexico.
Yep.
Something like that, but it doesn't feel good here.
So I'm starring things. If you people are wondering, why am I not talking? Trying to read what you want us to talk about. I can only do one thing at a time.
Ugh.
Okay, and we're gonna click over to starred. Okay, that's the one that's gonna hide, and then we're going to go to. I don't understand this question, Scott. Maybe you do. What did Rubio think when he had to wear a pair of Florsheim shoes? Do you know anything about that?
Okay. Okay. What did Rubio think when he had to wear? Oh, Trump bought everyone those type of shoes.
Oh, okay.
And he bought the wrong and ordered the wrong size shoes. So Rubio was wearing them, and they were like 2 or 3 sizes too big.
Oh, so he felt like a clown.
But he wore them anyway.
Okay.
To please the almighty dictator.
This is why I don't watch the news. It's so enlightening.
The clown he bought like 45 pairs of shoes. And supposedly aides or whatever going around saying what size you need. And someone joked to Rubio about, well, you got big shoes to fill. You need like 13 or 14, don't you?
Oh,
and then later he goes, no, I'm a size 11 or whatever, right? But someone put down 13 or whatever, and he got that size shoes. And then he wore them anyway.
He wore them because he's stupid.
He's a clown. They're clowns.
Yeah, that's a clown size. Do Ivana's kids know what happened to her? They know she died. If they've been around their father at all, they know it may not have been all that innocent.
I guess I've never thought of that question. If the kids knew.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty disgraceful letting felon father take care of the proceedings, where to be buried. What do Ivana's kids know about?
They knew all of it. That's what I get. This is plotting behind closed doors, the Three of Pentacles. And there she is, sitting there being Ivana. And they felt like there wasn't anything they could do to protect her. And they're not stupid. They could see how things were lining up beyond them. And it's actually something that weighs on their minds, that they didn't do more to try and protect her.
Mm-hmm. In the past, I get something about dark secrets. So I get the Moon with the King of Swords and the Ten of Coins. So something with the ancestral heritage, maybe some lawyer or what do you call it? Financial planning, estate planning or something, some kind of secret dealings that may probably not come to light. And then I get Page of Swords. So here's some action not approved of. And then the Queen of Coins, that feels like her. And then the Knight of Wands, some action taken. So there's something was taken that they didn't approve of. It could be, the funeral or something. That's all I get there. And then the outcome, I get contracts, the Tower, a failure, a drastic change, and then the Page of Wands. So I think it's been spoken about. And they don't approve. But obviously, they moved on. The Magician on the bottom, the mastery of everything. So, what do the kids know?
What do they really think happened to her? It's what they really think. I don't think they think it's beyond their father to have gotten her to slip and fall.
I think there's still secrets. Because the Moon comes out. I don't think they know everything. Because this was a Tower, unexpected. They talked about it. And this is about financial contracts, subpoenas, whatever. Business savings. I think some things are still in the secret side.
Yep.
It just feels accepted.
Well, sometimes stuff happens in your family and nobody ever sits down and says, hey, do you want to talk about how old Uncle Frank was da-da-da,
Yeah. That feels like that Ten of Coins is like that family dynasty secrets, ancestral stuff.
Now to something that sort of affects all of us. Are the Joint Chiefs of Staff talking to Congress?
There's been, I read there was the Gang of Eight had meetings.
Okay.
Or depositions behind closed doors, or the military oversight.
Well, the Gang of Eight never meets with anyone publicly.
Right.
So.
Congress people have said what they heard that they could say publicly. Yeah, they've heard. Whole Congress, probably not. I think it's the secret behind the skiff stuff.
Well, that's how it's set up. No. The Congress wants them to come talk. They think it would be helpful. But I get nothing started for them. And They don't want to be friends with Congress. And that's making the tower worse because it's putting it back on the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And the Knight of Pentacles is the planning knight. When he's reversed, it means they don't want to discuss how little planning went into any of this. Okay.
Yeah, the full Congress, no, I don't get that.
Mm-mm.
My card dropping is.
Well, I wouldn't talk to the full Congress about anything. There's so many idiots in there. Will the war be the downfall of Dubai?
Financial's not going good.
Nope.
I gotta let my farmer's deck sit.
Yeah, okay.
Find something else here. Downfall of Dubai.
Okay, I'm going to let the bunnies talk about the downfall of Dubai because they're cute.
Will the war be the downfall of Dubai? There you go, Nanette. The war of propaganda. You bet.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your gift, Jeff. You're much appreciated.
Okay.
The donation Jeff gave.
Oh, okay. What I've got is they put up such a thing of look at the wonderful place we have here, and now people are looking at it from a mature point of view, going, you may have great houses and an interesting weather, but you're in a bad neighborhood. And it's a yes and no. It's people are going to want to realistically live there or not. But man, this is their out cards right now. How are they feeling? The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords together. They're not facing how bad it's going to be for them, and that's going to be to their detriment. Thank you for your donation, Jeff.
In the past, it was a good place.
Mm-hmm.
But hold your money. A place of luxury, a place of good, a good place.
Mm-hmm.
That Page of Cups and then 4 of Pentacles. I get the current place is very undecided with the moon.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of deceptions, emotionally challenged. The Magician and 7 of Wands. So the place that was is having a lot of frustrations. It feels like people are wanting to pull out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, Knight of Pentacles, standing strong. Temperance, there's money restrictions. And then 7 of Swords, difficult plans ahead. They're stealing some swords there. Outcome, 9 of Pentacles, wanting to be a place of peace, the world, Knight of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Eventually, I think they'll be okay. They'll figure it out, but
yeah,
it's in upheaval right now, and I don't think people want to stay. Bottom of the deck, a lot of people are worried about their money and security. Pentacles right now. Eventually, with that Magician, I think they're going to be an okay place, but it's going to take a severe hit. I don't see a downfall.
No, I don't think it's going to go back to being a desert outpost.
Right.
Are we any closer to the 25th Amendment?
No.
I don't even have to lay a card on that one.
Those sycophants will never do it.
Mm-mm. And Bibi started a war with Palestine to avoid arrest and being removed from office, remember? So, so we know these things.
And now he started a war with Iran to continue. Since Palestine is leveled, now you got to continue.
He can sell it to all of Epstein's buddies that were his buddies to make beachfront resorts. Will the Dems win MTG's seat in Georgia?
Okay. So Mr. Sean did get the most votes, but if you add up all Republican votes,
there were
he would have lost
mm-hmm.
because there was like 12 Republicans running. So let's see. Well, Sean for Congress. I can't remember his full name, but he's ex-military farmer.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've seen him interviewed several times.
Will Sean win the district? I think it's 14.
Yeah.
Georgia. Well, Sean.
The quick summation of my cards is no, because MTG is still out there. And if they, I don't know, isn't there runoff among the Dems? I mean, among Republicans on who's going to get the nod? And it's going to be whoever promises her the most. She'll get behind him.
It's between him and another Republican, so I don't know which one. I get the 5 of Cups loss, Page of Cups, the Star, the Sun, Page of Pentacles. Gosh, a lot of good cards except for the first one. I dropped 3, 6, 9, 12 cards, and the only bad card I got was the first one. It was losing. He's a bright spot, bright hope.
Yeah.
God, according to this toss, he's got a good shot. Because I only got one bad.
It's going to be what happens, how bad they piss off Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I only got one bad card. I get the Star, I get the Sun, I get the Empress and the Chariot with the 8 of Wands. Those are all good cards. I'd have to say yes. Yeah, got more work to do then.
Mm-hmm.
To continue that, but that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that 5 of Cups that came out first means the loss, but feels like it.
Okay.
Jeff's gonna know. Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Shuffle a couple cards because that's pretty amazing to have that many good cards in a tough seat. Sean win his seat, not who he is. Will Sean win his seat? Then you can star a few more if you.
I'm doing that right now.
I get the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Swords, Judgment, Knight of Swords. He's still a bright spot. Then I start getting some bad cards. 9 of Swords, Knight of Swords, the World, and then the Loss. So this drop, it's going to be close, I think, but this drop shows him being a bright spot for change. And then in the end, I get the loss card again, and then anxieties of giving her all and then losing. So a tough one. Feels like he gives it all and gives people hope, but maybe come up a little short in the second toss. And then I did get the 5 of Cups again. There's that loss.
Okay.
Put hope in for him.
Mm-hmm. One more second and I'll be done. I think I'll be closer to the bottom. Okay. Start. Okay, this is an interesting little fact you can bring up to your MAGA friends. Out of the 250 years, America's been in conflicts 234. Only 16 years not fighting somewhere. Our economy is based on warmongering. There are those who would say historically it looks like that. And I don't have the numbers to find out. That doesn't sound impossible.
Sounds about right.
Tom Steyer in California is promising the moon, stars, and the sun. Well, he's a politician. What did you expect him to do?
And he's not getting funding, so he put $30 million of his own money into his campaign.
Do we want to do anything with that? I mean, okay.
He's trying to buy it himself. I'm like,
Okay.
really, why? You know,
Arnold didn't. Arnold was governor.
why would someone want to put millions just to be governor? Lose all that money.
They want it in their obituary, I guess. Where is Roger Stone hiding out?
Oh,
Is he hiding?
no. You'll see him speak out once in a while. He's not as active as he used to be, but
He's an old guy. I mean, he's really old. I mean, he's older than me, so he's old.
well, he's same age as Fallon. Is Roger Stone hiding? Is Roger Stone hiding?
I'm going to ask, is he hiding? Or is it just nobody wants to talk to him?
Ace of Cups. He's safe and secure. Seven of Pentacles, trying to make a little money here and there. Four of Swords, trying to keep to himself. Hangman, Magician, so it feels like he's doing some things behind the scenes, maybe advising or something. Outcome, I think he is trying to stay out of the limelight, walk away from the chaos, and keeping eyes on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really wants anything to do with this chaos.
Mm-mm.
So in a sense, he's hiding by not speaking as much, but
Right.
I think he's just doing his own thing the way he does.
My out card says everything for him. The Fool. He's just waiting till he can blunder in again and just be at the beginning. All the rest of it's that he just wants out of here, that he's not interested in moving, and he doesn't see them doing anything worth wasting his bluster on. Okay. How will Erica Kirk like her new government job?
I guess she's on the board of the Air Force or something.
You're going to have to tell me something about this, Scott, because I don't know.
I don't know what she would do, but there's an advisory board to the Air Force.
Well, where was she? What was she doing before?
She was Charlie Kirk's wife.
Oh, that's why I didn't. Okay, I don't care. We're not going to answer that question. Ice effing me needs to go. That's true. We don't need to lay cards on that one either.
Yeah, need the Dems to stay strong on this one.
Yeah, they're going into Maine. They're going into Maine, which is one of the whitest states in America. I mean, what are they going to find up there? A bunch of Canadians that came across the border. Is Turkey going to use its military to help Iran?
To me, I'm getting Turkey's trying to stay out of it.
Yeah, so I got a feeling. Well, if they have any sense at all, they don't want any part of this.
Is Turkey gonna get involved in this conflict? Is Turkey?
I got no. They want to go with the side they think is going to win. And they want sunshine. And they want to be an arbitrator. They want to be the arbiter in this. But right now, they're not stepping off that cliff to go help. They're not doing the fool. And they haven't made their mind up about exactly where they're going to go. But they're not going to go into this.
No. I get they're taking the high road right now.
Mm-hmm.
Staying on the angelic side, they see stress and burdens to jump into this, and then feeling restricted with the Eight of Swords. There's been many meetings. The King of Coins, Strength card, and the Hermit. So I think there's like, they've had meetings to contemplate what's the best thing to do. Don't want to really take any abrupt actions to cause chaos.
Mhm.
And then I see them taking the high road again in the end. The government, the Sun, and Queen of Swords, being educated, having success, staying as traditional structure, not being like a knight of swords type. So I don't see them getting involved.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Masood Majoudi is a name. Iranian Canadian critical of Tehran was found dead in British Columbia, Canada. Confirmed by the Royal Mounted Police that it was murder. Was he part of an Iranian cell?
Iranian Canadian critical of Tehran found dead. Confirmed by the police. Was it murder? Mm-hmm. Okay. Sued.
Yep.
Found dead.
He was one of the leaders in the cell, but he wasn't being temperate, and they need temperance and balance. He wanted to ride out there and get the Canadians all in the middle of this, and that's his session in this world ending, and him moving on to somewhere else. So yeah, he was part of. It was some sort of political intrigue that caused him to get killed.
Forget he was a magician, some kind of resources, but he made a mistake with my Hermit Fool card. So my Hermit has people, tractors stuck in the mud. They made mistakes looking yourself in the mirror. So being a magician, he could do anything. He could be the good guy, the bad guy, create funding, whatever there. Moving forward, I get the Empress Star, Abundance, Angelic, Ace of Swords, a new idea, then the Moon. So there are some dark secrets there that caused a Wheel of Fortune. A different kind of karma came up, and then I get government influence and causing an upside down Ace of Cups. So yeah, seems like someone wanted him gone. Celtic Seer asked again, because she must have came late, about Netanyahu.
Yeah, we
general consensus is he's injured, because I don't see him up like in soul spirit. I think he's still grounded to earth, unless he's on spirits. Unless Satan's holding him down here, making him feel bad, but it feels like injured.
And it's kind of a trivial question, but this actress got stuck in Dubai en route to the Dior fashion show in Paris. First time she ever missed it. She's Dior's brand ambassador. She's tried traveling through Malaysia to China. How the rich and famous get distressed by war.
Boomer.
Okay. How's Trump spending all his money?
How is he spending all his money? Well, like the wealth we got from crypto and everything is still sitting there.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just trying to stay alive long enough to have any of it.
To me, it feels like a hoarder. Just wants more and more and more, pay his bills. We got reports the kids are creating things overseas.
And though, so their dad starts a war to make sure all of that gets blown up. That's good.
Yeah, cause chaos. Oh yeah, we're building beautiful resorts in whatever foreign country, but let's start a war over there, right? Is he
Trump spending his money? Well, I'm just going to give you the conclusion. We talked about most of it. He's hoarding it, but this is how he's spending it. He's the hermit. He's hiding it all away right now.
He's still got billions of debt, unless he's paying it down. But most of that, it's just like Elon Musk. Most of his wealth is on paper.
Yeah.
Ooh, dark times.
That's what he's afraid of.
He's still sending out funding emails to all the MAGA that want to donate to him. In the past, I get he's just trying to take whatever he can get.
Mm-hmm.
Had the ace of coins in his favor. Knight of Cups feels like, like proposing everyone, you gimme. Family abundance with the Empress.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, though, I get he's going to be broke. He's going to go through some dark times, and his fortunes are going to change with the Wheel of Fortune.
Scott, when we die, we're all broke.
Well, it's family money, though.
But the kids aren't going to be able. They're going to think Eric's going to hold on to it. I think Eric's wife might.
5 of Swords. A lot of conflicts there, betrayals. I get the Death card. And then lawyers coming for it. So, yeah, we got a death coming up. We got a Death card coming up.
Mm-hmm. Death means transition. We're not wishing anyone ill. At least not.
It's a happy ending coming.
This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Will Gina Hinojosa beat Abbott for Texas governor? We had the first poll that was a decent polling organization that really knows what they're doing, and she came out ahead of him.
Yeah, I think it was a point or two, wasn't it?
Yeah. But that's like, trust me, before now, there wasn't even anyone close. And I think people have finally figured out Abbott. And of course, the Republicans are going to get to spend they've got 5 more weeks in their primary to chew on each other.
Is it?
Go.
Is there another primary for this?
The runoff. Mm-hmm.
So
let's see if they don't win in the primary. Texas is a 50%
right.
plus 1 vote. They didn't get it between Abbott and right now, Tallarico runs ahead of no matter who they put up, whichever one wins from their side.
So those two aren't the ending yet for Texas.
Oh no. Trust me, you get so fast on the fast forwarding through ads. It's just, I got really good at that during when Bush was president, so I didn't have to listen to him. How to push fast forward and not miss most of the show. Yeah, I'm real good at that. And I haven't seen that many. The worst ad placement I've ever seen in my entire adult political life and knowing how to place ads, they had a Cornyn fundraising ad in the last quarter of Saturday Night Live. Who that had watched 3/4 of that show would send money to Cornyn? Anyway, and Paxton's an anathema. The MAGA's the only thing that's behind Paxton, and they're losing numbers like crazy down here. And Gina Hinojosa is a good candidate. She presents herself well. She's well spoken. So yeah,
I tossed a few cards if Abbott's going to be governor again. It doesn't look that way.
No.
I get 9 of swords, the Chariot, and 5 of swords.
I like all those swords.
And then I get 7 of swords.
Oh, more swords.
6 of coins and Page of swords.
Oh, good.
So 4 out of the 6 cards are swords. And not good ones.
Mm-hmm.
But you said Abbott and another Republican have a runoff?
No, he doesn't. He didn't have any no one ran against him.
Okay. But Gina has a runoff?
No.
Okay.
They're in the race. They're in the race now.
Okay.
It's only the ones that didn't win their primaries.
Gotcha. I know it's a 50 state. I just couldn't remember if these two were the final.
The final for them is Abbott and Gina. And right now, if you see Tallarico, they run them against Cornyn, and then they run them against Paxton. And no offense, I mean.
Well, in Texas, we need a +8 to make sure they're going to win.
Well, the thing is, the way they redrew the districts, because they thought they were going to add in all these suburbs to dilute the city, and all they've done is make the big blue buttons in Texas bigger and bluer.
Good.
And there's an interesting runoff outside San Antonio between a young woman who has worked for housing and different things like that. She came from somewhere else. I may invite her on just to talk to us for a few minutes to give us her perspective. But it was fascinating to listen to her talk about housing and about how when she was in San Antonio, these big corporations would come in and they'd buy these apartment complexes and then they'd run them down. She happened to be living in one at the time when it happened. They ran it into the ground and then they could sell it for nothing because they destroyed the property. So now they own this whole section of downtown San Antonio and they're redeveloping it into a high dollar development. But there's no place for those people to go. And another interesting, housing's going to be a big issue in this next time. In Montana, it's more expensive to own a single family home in Montana when you count their salaries and stuff. It's more expensive than California. And all the people are talking about how their kids can't afford to stay in the state where they live and in order to get a house, because there's really jobs only in 2 spots in Montana and there's not a lot of housing built up around them. So people have to drive in for hours. And now with the gas prices, it's going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, here's a name from the past, Scott. Cleta Mitchell, Republican attorney. What was she up to behind the scenes as it relates to shenanigans in the November elections? She was in Georgia to talk for 11,000 votes and making it hard for college students to get to vote. Do we care about Cleta Mitchell?
Not really, but I think she's still involved with it.
Okay.
And it gets down in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. See if Cleta's going to show up again in the next election.
Well, I was reading the other day, she actually used to be respected until she turned to the dark side.
Well, you never know, Scott. You never know. No, I got 5 no's. She's not going to be anywhere near this election
Good.
because nobody believes her.
Yep, I'm getting bad things here too.
Good.
Yeah.
So we can forget that name.
She was trying to put energy in the government last time, and then she came up with a 10 of Swords, disaster and failure. And then being behind the scenes and trying to make changes, she's got heavy burdens with the 10 of Wands and the moon. So I don't think she wants to get involved again.
Okay. This is a fun one. Do you see false flag drones hitting California from this corrupt regime?
No, I don't.
Okay.
With a lot of it, I think it's just talk and nonsense. But yeah, how the false flag would our government doing their own drone thing, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, they're talking like Iran's going to hit California with their drones, like 7,000 miles away. Right? No.
No, because they know that any drone that would be knocked down, we'd know immediately where it came from.
Yeah, I get no disagreements, lack of arguments. 5 of Wands, it would be dark times. 5 of Swords, a lot of conflicts. Yeah, I don't see it.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people are talking. I've seen with Montana.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the Republican senator pulled 4 minutes before you had to.
Yeah.
And the other guy was
before to have someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. So now there's independents going to run.
And there's a problem with the other guy too.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of backlash from his contracts and who funded him and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
There's something else he did too. It's like not going through good things. And
Montana did have a good Democratic senator in John Tester, and the guys who are apparently thinking about running as independents against him and already have their names out there, they're all farmers and ranchers. And
although they're Earth people, yeah.
Okay. All of Trumpzilla's golf courses lose money and need money to stay open.
This is true.
Well, that's not a question, so I don't know why I did that. Do you see attacks on our power grid? I feel a need to get a backup generator. I see all the people who manufacture backup generators out there like crazy, putting these stories on the internet. But
I think it depends where you're at, because these data places going up are causing everyone's electricity to go up.
It's not the electricity where we live; it's the amount of water they use. We're gonna not have any farmers left. We're not gonna have any I don't know what they think we're gonna eat. But okay. Well, here's another name from the past. Where is Sidney Powell?
I think she's hiding too. The right wingers are talking about having her replace Pam Bondi. I think she lost her law license.
Yeah, I think she's one she and Rudy, they got theirs taken away.
Let's see what the cards say anyway. Where's the Kraken lady at? What's she doing? And they go, they want us to die. Isn't that the Republican way?
Well, Malcolm Nance's first book that he put out right after Trump got elected the first time was They Want to Kill Americans. And he outlines all of what's going on around us. So.
Mm-hmm. Looks like she's guiding some government authority. I don't know. It looks like she's got someone's ear, and someone's government authority, state or otherwise. Quietly trying to get some funding for something. And then I think she's quietly up to her old tricks again. Because I got the Six of Cups. Coming back to what she did before.
Okay.
But it seems like it's in the background. I didn't get the moon or anything, but I get the Hierophant and guiding a leader, offering advice. So it feels like she's doing something in the background, staying out of the limelight, though.
Okay. Found a few more people are posting questions still, so. Okay. Hegseth says we've spent 93 billion with a B. Was anything going to happen to him?
Lord, I hope so. They all go to prison.
I hope so too, but Hegseth's so drunk he won't know. He so lives in his own little alcohol-fired universe.
I've seen a retired, one of those retired military guys that speak a lot, MS Now and whatnot. Hegseth's last speech is basically, indictable treason, whatever he said.
Right.
He basically said there's no, basically saying there's no international war justice, just like do whatever you want to do kind of thing. I can't remember the terminology, but basically it was treasonous action. But anyway, last September they had like 93 billion left, and he just blew it all instead of giving it back to the treasury. So what will happen?
I'm going to ask if Hegseth's going to have a happy ending. That gives me my card much better, broader way to express what they really think.
This is true, Indigo. He's committed. We have committed too many more things.
I got no. He's not going to have a happy ending. He's a little bitty page of swords. He thinks he runs a show, but in his own mind, he's the king of swords, and he's going to ride in with no victory. And at the end, there's no balance about what happens to him. So he's going to take it on the chin, and he's going to know what's happening.
Kind of a weird thing. I don't know. It's to get a magician somehow, it could be a lawyer's or whatever, but somehow he's broken, desolate, but he's okay.
Well, in his own head, he's okay. Give him enough beer, and he doesn't care.
So I get the magician getting him out of trouble, but he's broken. He's broken, desolate.
It's weird.
But in the ending, I get he's protected somehow. Maybe he gets a pardon, something, because I get some kind of protection, and he takes care of his future, because these are good cards. But he's not wanted anymore, and he's broke. So he's got some kind of protection, like maybe he gets a pardon too. Okay. I don't know. The international community can come after him, though.
That's true. There are war crimes. The likelihood of Rubio being the Republican nominee in 28 over Vance.
They're both toxic.
Vance could borrow his shoes, put both feet in one shoe.
Rubio is more liked than Vance, according to Republican polls. Okay.
And he won't have Trump calling him Little Marco, so he'll be have a step ahead that.
Oh, I seen Rubio. Rubio has to testify in a prosecution of one of his ex-friends here coming up.
Oh, that's lovely.
Rubio. Give me 6 cards for Rubio in 28. He'll be the president of Cuba. Rubio, I get a death card. Starting out. Things aren't good for Rubio for 28. Let's see Vance.
Rubio, what it comes down to Rubio is he can't make his mind up in time to get the people together behind him. And for Vance, I've got that he's thrown everything away, so there's nothing to run on. So I don't think that's the nominee, either one of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's either one of them. So I get Rubio has a death card, and that's an ending of a situation. 2 of Wands with evil powers, Ace of Wands trying to create, 2 of coins working elsewhere, and then 5 of coins. 5 of coins is gone. Next one is 10 of Wands. For Vance, I get 8 of Cups, having to walk away. 4 of coins, stashing away money. Justice comes for him. 6 of coins, trying to figure out elsewhere. So I think both of them are rejected.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of guys. Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yay. It's coming. It's coming.
Tuesday.
Yep. Okay. Here's a sage burner. Voting is like taking the bus. It doesn't get you exactly where you want to go, but you were closer than where you wanted to be. You're closer to where you want to be. And that's true. That's why, everybody ignored a lot of the primaries and stuff. And that's your time to choose the least craziest in some races. I mean, depending on where you are. But I don't think there's a question in that. I think it's just a thoughtful idea. And here's another one. Never underestimate the rabid devotion of stupidity in MAGA.
This is true.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you that text the other day when you sent me a link to something.
Yeah.
Trying to have a intellectual conversation with MAGA is like trying to talk to someone who has what is that saying? Trying to talk to a MAGA is like having a conversation who has no intellect. Like you can't have a conversation because they're unarmed. Their intellect is unarmed. That's what it was, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking at questions. Oh, so no, I didn't see this. An Indian journalist who told off Laura Loomer for anti-Indian statements.
Yeah, some reason she thought it'd be a good idea to go to India to speak, and she was called out.
Oh, why would she even go there?
I
Jesus.
don't know. But she deleted all her anti-immigrant tweets beforehand, but someone saved them all. And she was called out.
Yep.
We looked at Sydney, Paul.
Yeah, we've looked at Sydney. I'm sorry. I clicked on it by accident. Sorry about that.
Well, you starred 48, so there's quite a few.
We've done most of them. The question is not who wins the U.S. elections, but whether the cheating occurs. Texas and Florida notorious. That's true, and trust me, I can tell you right now, Sean's been being interviewed by other YouTube channels than us and himself, and he was on one, and the reason they saw him was they saw where he was standing in front of the school, the first school where the machines broke down on primary day, saying this is wrong. We've seen this before. So they had him come on and he talked all about it. And it is wrong. And we have seen it before. One of the jobs I had during Obama's campaign was on election day. I was the hotline number to get to the lawyers. And I hadn't even finished my 6:30 shower. It was like 7 a.m. The polls were just getting ready to open. And one of the women called me up and she said, Nancy, there's people from the Department of Justice here. And I said, why? I mean, first of all, I knew that's wrong. And I said, what do they look like? And she told me, and they were some clowns that had gone out and bought those alligator T-shirts, and they had Department of Justice, printed on them. And I said, ask to see his ID. I said, first of all, don't tell him, just tell him you're calling to find out what you need to tell him. But first of all, have someone get out in the middle of the parking lot and get the tag on the car he came in. Because the county sheriff in Texas runs the election, so that's who we'd report it to. So she sent someone out in the parking lot to get the tag off their car. And then she asked to see his ID, and she said, gee, flash something. She said, it doesn't look real. Then you tell him to give you the phone number so he can call his home office to verify who he is. And she said the second she said that, the guy and the other guy ran off and got dived in the car. They already had the tag. So by 8 o'clock that morning, 8:30, the sheriff had already found their car, found these two guys, and they said, oh, no, this DOJ, this is some team they belong to. Or I don't know. Anyway, they were lying through their teeth, and they let him go. But we stopped it. But in Houston and in Austin and San Antonio, all of those areas reported in that they had DOJ people shaking down the Obama workers outside of the polling places. But if you've seen enough of them, and trust me, we've been doing it again for the last 20 years. What we're telling everybody now is vote early, vote by mail, go to the polls early. The machines are all there. They can't have somebody's machines break down and the other one's not break down. It looks too crazy. You can vote wherever is closest to you, so you don't have to go to a spot. And so that's going to be the whole drive of the Democratic Party, is to tell people to go vote early.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't do it.
I don't either.
I'm in and out. I vote early, and I'm in and out within 5 minutes. Instead of waiting half hour to an hour on election day. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia.
Shall we just see what's enlightening to us?
Yes, let's see. I'm going to pull from the Shamanic Crystal Oracle cards. And oh, by the way, for those of you who are interested, I'm doing a 7-day series. Today is day 3 of the countdown to the equinox, which is next Friday. And so far, we've done clearing the garden and setting your intentions. And today, we're going to talk about awakening yourself to what changes are coming. This is going to be a huge equinox. I mean, they're always huge, but this is going to, we're working on how to deal with the next 6 months from the equinox on the 20th until into September. That's going to be a very important time for this country. And the shows aren't long. It's going to be at 2:00. I'll send out a notice as soon as I'm off of this about it. If you're part of my channel, if you're not, get subscribed. Honest to God, people, get subscribed. So what you got? Oh,
I got Justice.
oh, go.
So that's the Don't Give Up card.
That's right.
Fight for justice and equality will come to your favor if you don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 2 of Michael, which is the 2 of Swords. It's finding compromise and not overanalyzing. So it's kind of relates to fighting for justice. You don't get favorable rulings and favorable things in your life. You don't keep fighting. And then we got the 10 of Raphael, the love and blessings in your life. Happily ever after. So don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
It's about not giving up. Continue to fight. Continue to vote for who you want. Continue to have faith, because blessings do come when you don't give up. Your turn.
Okay. What I've got is hyaline quartz. It's a very, very shiny, clear kind of quartz. I am the spirit of the quartz and the rock crystals, representing the light of the soul and the vibrant water where things melt and flow. If you've ever seen one of these, there's actually water or some liquid caught in these crystals. Today we are gathered here for you, dear soul, to celebrate you. If you see this card, multiple sacred animals are with me to honor your transition and to bring forth new awareness. Although you have so much to do, this is for a time for you to be, and sometimes you can feel confused. Boy, is that ever the truth. You are too precious to us for us to let you get lost. Stop for a moment. Reflect on what's really going on within and around you. Your physical and energetic presence is needed now. You cannot escape change, but life is a movement and energy and motion, and you cannot afford to stiffen at the face of what others throw at you. We eagerly await your vibration and hope that you experience the beauty of being in the present moment. And that's really what it's about. It's about getting in the present moment right now. And in particular, that quartz symbolizes that because there is some sort of liquid. So you can see like little beads of water caught in those kinds of crystals. Fascinating. And that's the crystal that came to us today so that we can find the light and the water. We know water means emotions, water within ourselves. And we do pray that these waters come to end, that this war all comes to an end. Thank you for coming and spending time with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.